Hello guys, welcome in. So I wanted to do this video for Celeste and David's case. So first of all, I do want to read on David a little bit and see what's going on with this person. Now, as we all know, he's been accused of first-degree murder of Celeste. So let's try to see what's going on with him. Or what can we tell of this case? We have the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Wands. What's going on with David, Swiss? I see a lot of lying here. David is not saying the truth. He's definitely lying in court here. I have the Eight of Wands and the Moon. There's a lot of lying. There's a lot of hidden things here as well that he's hiding. There's a lot of more things or more evidences that are still being hidden away is what I'm also getting all this. I do want to say that he's a bit immature. Or he's the type of person that sometimes can say certain things without thinking twice about what's coming out of his mouth. So there's this like energy of this person not being, he's not like very wise, okay? And I do see him being or feeling a little bit lost. He's not quite sure what to do. He's wishing and hoping that he could travel outside of the state or outside of the country to escape some sort of, you know, some sort of adjudication or law, possibly. But he's wishing and hoping that he can actually escape, even if he can't. But he's like wishing that he could. Eight of Pentacles. But this guy's like super distracted, feeling super lost, not quite sure what to do. But like I said, he's quite impulsive, and I do want to say that he has an accomplice, okay? Like, there is a person that could have either been helping him with whatever he's been doing or whatever he did, which is a woman. There's a woman here that seems to be a bit suspicious for me. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius are the signs I'm getting. Let's see, who's this woman here? We have the Nine of Wands and the Justice card. Whomever this woman is, either she is like trying to defend Celeste in court, or she's definitely in court with him, or she's going to appear in court or show up in court and try to like stand, like, I don't know how to say that, like support him in his statements or try to like help him out. Because I see a woman that's helping him out. Either she helped him out with the murder, or she had a hand in the murder, RDER. Now, again, David himself may have not been the one that did that, but he may have also had like a partner that did that on his behalf. You can try to say, or like a person that did that on his behalf. Either way, we're still trying to get into that. But there is someone that's definitely like standing or having his back here, and it's a woman. All right, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay, especially Libra is what shows up very strongly. Also, I do get the sign of Cancer. All right, I just really want to understand here. Spirits, tell us the truth here about Celeste here. What really happened to her? What happened to you, Celeste? Can you just tell us? Three of Wands. She was going out with someone. Okay, she was going out with someone when this all happened. Like, she was invited somewhere. Or, because I see something to do with, like, her going to a place because she was invited to it. Or she was, like, called to come. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting this vibe here with the Three of Wands and the Hanged Man. And she was a bit in her head, to be honest, about going. Like, she was a little bit back and forth about whether or not she should go there or not. Like, you know, like, she had that sixth sense within her that made her feel like something felt bad, you know, something felt bad, but she still decided to go anyways. But she definitely was a bit hesitant in the beginning. She was invited to somebody's house, okay? She was invited to somebody's house, or someone invited her to her house, to his house, sorry. We have the King of Wands. We have Aries, Sagittarius. Let's try to see. Also, we have Taurus energy. There were two men, by the way, at that place or at that house. So she was invited over to somebody's house, and at that house there was two men. Now, one of these two men could be David, but I'm getting here Aries. I'm getting also here Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I don't know why, like in these readings, I'm heavily getting like fire fire sign and air sign quite a lot. But I feel like here, when she was invited to this person's house, there was definitely two masculines here, two men here that were in the house. Okay, let's try to see. And then what happened, spirits? Just tell us, please, Celeste, what happened to you? And I feel like she wanted to leave, but she was like forced to stay. I don't know how to describe that. Like, she felt like something was just not right. And she wanted to leave, but she got prevented from leaving. Like, they stopped her from leaving. Or they tried to convince her not to leave, not to go. But she had a feeling within herself while she was like at this house or at this place that she felt like she needed to go. Like, I needed to go. I have to go. Whomever this other guy is could be a person in production that works with David, or he's like David's friend of some sort. But let's try to see, how did the MURDER happened? How did it happen? How did it happen? Please show me. Okay, I feel like it happened either in the backyard or like outside, like not inside the house though. All right, like this whole incident happened outside the house, not inside the house, okay? And then that body was taken, her body was taken in that Tesla car to that parking lot, okay? But the whole thing happened in someone's house and probably outside the house, like in a backyard or something, like an open space, okay? It didn't happen inside the house, you understand? All right, let's try to see. But, you know, even here, this is the Six of Swords. You see the boat and how, like, the boat is moving. Like, you know, this is, to me, represents the card. Like, you know, her body was taken to a different location. How did it happen, spirits? Please do show us. I feel like she was fooled. And I feel like even when she was STABBED, okay, she had her eyes like, she was disappointed. She was very, very disappointed. I feel like here, David may have lied to her. David may have lied to her, or he may have brought her to his house, but like for a malicious reason. You know what I mean? He already planned this forward. Like, he already wanted to let her go. He already wanted to just end this, okay? And you can tell a lot that this is true based on the last few, I guess, songs that he released that were talking about endings. And even in one of his interviews, he was speaking about how his last few hits were about endings and closing a chapter in his life, blah blah blah. But this person already intended to let her out. So I see that, you know, but the way that he brought her in, right, to his inner space or to his house again, or invited her in, and I feel like here he did say some lies here, okay? Either to convince her to stay at his house or to do certain things. I don't know, but there was this energy of persuasion and lies. And even when the MURDER happened, she was a bit disappointed because I see this kind of energy of disappointment and fear. She was scared. Okay, she was actually scared. She was actually scared, and she had this kind of energy of fear also going on at the same time, but disappointment. She felt like this, like, disappointment of love. I wouldn't be surprised if she also cried, or she did cry as that happened, because I see, like, her eyes tearing up, or, like, that's kind of, like, heartbreaking, honestly. She was, like, speechless. I don't think that she saw this coming, you know, the Two of Swords. I don't think she really seen this coming. Like, whatever this is that happened may have happened very unexpectedly. Like, she didn't really calculate this through, that this is going to happen. And that's why it was super disappointing, and maybe that's why it even got her emotional at the spot, because of the disappointment, the backstabbing energy, again, trying to say. All right, I really want to know here a few more things, so let's try to see what else we have here. Please tell me, spirits, what's going to be the updates about this case that we can expect in the upcoming energy? We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Strength card and the Page of Pentacles. I wouldn't be surprised also if David have been paying some money here for some people to keep their mouth shut or to control them. Because I'm getting that as well here. Or to make the case go slower. Alright, but this guy is more than likely is going to get a death penalty. I'm getting that, honestly. Like, I feel like here, from now until October, lots of progress are going to happen. And I don't know why I'm getting the month of August and October for David, but I do feel like here, more than likely, that he's going to get a death penalty, okay? He's going to get a death penalty, and I don't think he has anything here to defend himself with. Because there's definitely going to be more physical evidence that will come out, despite the fact that he may try to hinder this whole progress by paying some people money or whatever, but it's just not going to work. What's going to happen here with David's case? Like, I just really want to understand here. Yeah. No, you see, this guy is hiding a lot of secrets. He's hiding a lot of secrets. And there may have been some sort of manipulation of the evidence here. Like, maybe this guy paid some people to try to manipulate or ruin evidence. But I don't think that would be able to be, like, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, even if he did do that, I don't think he's going to be successful in manipulating with the evidence, you know, or ruining the evidence or whatever you're trying to say. But this guy's a manipulator, okay? He plays the victim role so good. And I feel like here, let's try to see. Yeah. Huh. I don't think this guy was loyal to Celeste either. I don't think he was loyal. He wasn't loyal, really. Let me ask that straightforward. Was he loyal to Celeste? Was he loyal to Celeste or not? Was he actually loyal to her or not? They argued a lot, by the way. Okay, whether you guys knew that or not, but they did argue a lot. They had a lot of arguments. And one of these two people wanted to leave the connection or just wanted to drop this connection out and let it go. But the other person may have not wanted that, okay? But I see that there's been a lot of arguments here. Now, was he loyal to her? I feel like there's been a lot of mental manipulation here in this connection. I do want to say that this guy was dealing with another woman. I don't think he was totally loyal to her. He definitely used his money and status to get other women. Like, that's something I see here, okay? And maybe she didn't like that, and they argued a lot over that, okay? Because she wanted him to be loyal, but he was kind of like, he was a bit immature, you know? You get what I'm trying to say? And I feel like here maybe she didn't want him to leave, or she was creating a lot of problems for him. All right. Why would he do that, though? Why would David do that to Celeste? Why? Okay. Why would he do that to her? I don't know why. Like, I'm feeling like Celeste may have threatened him that if he did not stay with her, she would do certain things to ruin his career, or like she would go ahead and let people know the truth about them. You get what I'm trying to say? And I feel like David did not really want that to happen because he knew that there's going to be some sort of legal actions because she was a minor, right? So her going around and saying that to people or accusing him of maybe using her or abusing her or something like that to people while she's a minor, it did like basically pose as a threat to him. You get what I'm trying to say? Which I think is the main motive as to why he took her out of the game. You know, the reason why he did what he did to her. Because this person felt like even if I left her, he felt like he wanted to leave the connection, but he felt like even if I left her, she may go ahead and do something against me and ruin the career I built so hard to get. You know what I'm trying to say? And that was the reason why he have decided to do what he did. It was because like the energy I'm getting, it's like it was kind of like to save himself, which is kind of stupid. Like, why would you do such a thing? Like, you know, you ruined yourself. You didn't save yourself. But like, that's what I'm getting here. All right, but I keep getting this energy of like a female being or kind of like cooperating with him on this. in a way or the other, if that makes any sense. All right, let's try to see what other messages we have here. Celeste, what do you have to tell us, please? What do you have to tell us? She feels betrayed, okay? Celeste feels betrayed on the other side. She's definitely betrayed, or she have felt betrayed in the last few days of her life. She has a restless spirit, by the way. She has a restless soul or a restless spirit. Like she's in the in-between. She haven't moved on. She really feels like she's alone or lonely. Like I see her in a dark space, cold. She was a very generous woman or a very generous girl, you know. Like she was very giving, very generous, very kind to everyone. But she didn't, you know, her kindness have made people abuse her in ways that, because she had a good heart. Like she always believed the good about people rather than the bad. But I think that in the end did not really like add up. Like it did not really benefit her. In fact, it did kind of, you know, it led to what it led. You know what I mean? So like, because I feel like she was a woman with a kind heart. You can try to say like she was a woman with a kind heart, or she was a girl with a kind heart, and she was a lot more mature than David was, okay? And she was a lot more also like, David was more impatient, but she was more on like the practical, logical side. But David was just a bit impatient, or he was always rushing to conclusions, kind of thing, if that makes any sense. All right, I want to see a little bit about what does David feel about Celeste? Because that would help us definitely understand just a bit more about the mentality and emotional self or emotional side of this person towards Celeste, and maybe help us understand also a bit about what's really going on or what really have been. So please tell me, spirits, how does David truly here feel about Celeste? How does he truly feel about Celeste? Four of Cups, Six of Pentacles. He knows that he's been unfair to her. Or he's been a bit like, he didn't, by the way, like even while they were together, he wasn't that attentive to her, okay? She was always like begging him for attention or craving his attention. Nine of Pentacles, all right? Like this guy, also it really bothered her how this guy sometimes would act a bit single, although he was taken. And she did have suspicious energy towards this person. Like there were secrets, or she felt like he was hiding something. She may have doubted him for cheating, okay? That's also what I'm getting here. But definitely here, there was some sort of lies here that happened, okay? There was some kind of lying here, kind of energy, like maybe he lied to her. And I see betrayal. Betrayal definitely happened in this connection. Now, is he anxious right now about this whole thing? Yes, he's actually anxious. He's under a lot of stress. But the way he feels about Celeste, again, I keep getting two men. I'm pretty sure about what I'm saying. When Celeste was invited over, there was two men. Or maybe there were two men here that helped or had a hand in her murder, okay? Because I get here two men. I keep getting two men here. So maybe it's David and another man, or it's like there are two men here involved. Either way, I do really feel that someone doubted the other person for cheating. Maybe both of them did. Okay, maybe both of them. Maybe this was like really going both ways. Like he doubted her for cheating. She doubted him for cheating as well. So it went both ways, but like things got really bad. But someone here was delusional. I feel like maybe David was a bit delusional with his accusations. Like there's been a lot of accusations. Like she accuses him of cheating, and and he accuses her of cheating. So like there's a lot of like blaming game energy. Like, I blame you, you blame me. We're like in this constant sort of strain. Yeah, but I don't think there was trust here. There was a lack of trust in this connection, big time. They both didn't really trust each other that much. Yeah, they both didn't really trust each other that much at all. Yeah, they didn't trust each other that much. But I definitely feel like there was an argument here. Like before the end, like before what happened to Celeste, they argued. They had a big argument. There was an argument here that definitely took place. But I do see that he regrets it. He had a very hot temper, okay? Whenever that happened, whenever that argument happened, this guy had a very bad temper, and this bad temper have led this person to do what he did to Celeste because again, I'm just trying to explain what happened and how it happened. What happened is that he got angry, he lost his temper, and then whatever happened happened, right? So there was regret here post that situation. Is he regretful? He's regretful, but he's not admitting to his mistake. That's the problem here with this case. He's not admitting to his mistake. But I do really feel like here there will be like a death penalty here on D4vid that will be actually carried out. Okay, will there be a death penalty? Will the death penalty take place? Will the death penalty take place? Will the death penalty take place? Four of Pentacles. Will the death penalty take place? I'm getting a yes here. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. He's actually very worried of that. He's so worried of that. He's not able to sleep at night these days. Okay, thinking about that. But I do want to say that, yeah, the answer is yes here. He's trying to escape with any way possible, but I don't think anything would work at this point. Because I feel like he's, like, very much held captive. All right? But I really feel like here, yeah, like, I'm getting a yes here for that. But he's really in a bad situation, and he feels like he can't really defend himself. He feels super trapped. He feels unsure what to do. I do see him praying sometimes and asking for forgiveness from Celeste's spirits. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay, even if he was not very faithful in God, or he was not a person that was religious, but I feel like he did try to sometimes, like, ask for forgiveness from her or things like that. Like, he did pray or try to pray, all right? But I do really feel like the death penalty is going to actually take action. So I hope that resonates, guys. That was just a little bit of something I really felt like I wanted to do this. So I'm just putting this out. But thank you all of you for watching, if you're watching. And I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you very much.